Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading. This video is going to be on safe combination drifting. And if you find yourself in the situation where your combination all of a sudden stops working, especially if you just moved the safe, or if you simply don't know what safe combination drifting is, keep on watching. Getting back on track, I'll try and make this as short as simple, just the way I like it. Now, drifting can happen with your gun safe dial if you move it and jar it too hard, or if you routinely spin that wheel too fast too often. So when I moved my safe from my old house to my new house, I noticed that my Sargent and Greenleaf combination lock stopped working and started to drift. So I called the company that makes my Shields Outfitter gun safe that has a Sargent and Greenleaf combination lock on it to get some advice of how to open up my safe in order to get it fixed. And hopefully I can pass this information on to you if you're having the same issue. Now, using this as just an example, safe combination of 20, 40, 60, more times than not, your numbers are going to drift down and not up. Also, more times than not, the middle number is going to be the first one to drift down, and usually 1 to 2 digits. Now, obviously, this is not my actual safe combination. I'm not that stupid. But this does represent the actual amount that my safe combination drifted. And it seems crazy at first when this starts to happen, but it did finally settle down. And it did start with the middle number. It drifted down 1, the second time it drifted, the first, second, and last drifted down 1, and finally settled down. And at first it is a little unnerving, you're not sure exactly how you're going to get into your safe without drilling and tapping the safe itself or getting a locksmith out there. But hopefully this information could get your safe open. Now, my final drifted safe combination has settled down for over a year, and it hasn't drifted since, from the point of when I initially moved it into our new house. And I did call the expert that made my gun safe, and I asked him, hey, do you feel confident that now that it's settled down that it won't drift anymore? And he says yes. More times than not, it will not drift anymore. And he actually told me you'd be amazed how many times people call me on this very issue. So what you might have to do is write down a series of different combinations, usually going down in number. For example, if this is the initial safe combination, you might want to start with 20, 39, 60, and then write down a bunch of other different numbers, usually going down in terms of 1 or 2 numbers, and make a little check as you dial those until you can find the correct combination. If you go through all of this and you cannot open your safe, maybe try calling the company that made your gun safe or Sargent and Greenleaf and see if it's still under warranty. And God forbid, you got to call a locksmith and have them drill and tap your safe just to get it open. And to just give you an idea, the amount of time after I moved my safe when it started to drift, I would say it was roughly a day or 2 after we moved it that it started to drift on this number. And about a week later, it drifted to this number. And about a couple days after that, it finally drifted and settled down at this number. And I haven't touched it in well over a year. So lessons learned here, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes of being careful when moving your safe or not twisting that dial too fast. You don't want to keep on spinning it over and over. You want to be in a controlled turn and not overly spinning it. So I'm just waiting for the comments to roll in terms of which is better, an electronic lock or a dial type lock like my Sargent and Greenleaf. They really do have their advantages and disadvantages in regards to electronic versus dial. But if you do happen to have a dial type safe combination lock and this starts to happen, I hope this helps. Other than that, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you next time.